Okay, here we go. Day number 2. It is time to lime and seed this field and get ready for our first harvest and our first yield of the year and get some money going on the farm. But first thing we got to do is we got to put this cultivator away, put it somewhere safe where nothing's going to bump into it, and then we got to get down to the shop to pick up something to lime this field. And we only have $230,000 left, so we do need to start making money here. We will put this right beside the old International. Keep it nice and safe, will you? Keep it nice and safe. We will be back. We don't want anything happening to it. We also don't want to scratch the International, which we did a little bit. But hey, scratches, that just makes character. We'll park that there. The tongue isn't hanging out, so nobody should hit it. Nice, nice. All right, off we go. We need to lime. Now, if we could get something to lime and seed the field at the same time, we'll have to look. That would be extremely, extremely helpful. This here has to be one big perk to buying a piece of land so close to the shop that it's not that far of a journey to get over here in the tractor, which I'm gonna have to look at upgrading this tractor first because this tractor is really small for a field that big. We made mistakes. But as a beginning farmer, we're going to make those. We just have to learn from them. So let's get something to lime this field. All right, so we have a purchase here that doesn't look too bad. 45,000 does 12 to 18 meters. It's a lot better than the 4-meter plow we got going on. 42 meters. Okay, I don't think we need anything that big. That doesn't do lime, though. We definitely need something that does lime. So this will be our purchase right here. An extension to hold more? Well, I mean, if we hold more, that holds 2,000 more liters. That seems like one less trip. We do have a big field, so I think that 500 is worth it. That goes up to 14,000 liters. I think we do that, and we get a nice little cover on the top. I think that's required. We got to go Michelin. For 8,000, we can get a little bit bigger on the spread. I don't mind that. That seems like it might be something that really helps us out. But for 8,000, I also don't think we need to spend that 8,000 because I'm going to need a harvester and a head. So I think we save on the 8,000 for now. But I don't think we want to save. I don't think we want to save because if we save, we're going to regret that later. I think we just spend and we deal with it. We deal with it down the road. Always push it down the road, I guess. And well, our limer, we're gonna name our limer Timmy. Right? This is our little Timmy, our limer fertilizer. This is gonna help us make a lot of money. Timmy is gonna make us a lot of money on the farm, and I can't wait. Purchase Timmy. 55,000. We are spending. Now we need some lime, right? We need lime to put in it. We can hold what? What did it say we can hold? Nope, that is not lime. That is seed. We need lime. There we go. We almost bought the wrong stuff. That would have been bad. All right, so lime. This is 2,000 a thing, so 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, 10,000. We can always just park it off to the side, but at least we're full for 1,800 plus tax and whatnot. We're up to 2,250. Hopefully this lime does at least 2 times. Like we have to lime every couple of harvests. So hopefully we can leave this to the side and we'll be all right. Maybe we shouldn't have bought so much lime, but live and learn. Live and learn. We'll have to see from a pro in the comment section down below. Did we make a mistake or did we do it right by buying so much extra lime? Okay, now let's fill up the fertilizer. We know it'll hold 14,000. We only bought 10,000, so we know we should be good. So let's just fill this thing up and then we'll get it back and we'll get liming. And I think what we'll do is we'll hire somebody to lime the field because I really want to see on a brand new field how the new hire really reacts compared to last time, because I think the helper that I had was right, where you can't let them jump into the middle because it just confuses them with the way maybe I was doing it and the way they're doing it. So we'll let them start and we'll see if that makes it easier on the helper to do this field up for us. All right, we are now full and time to get back to the farm and get this down in the field so it can start absorbing into the soil. and really become as effective as possible. Because to my knowledge, which isn't much, to my knowledge, we want to have a couple of days, a couple of days, a couple of months. We want a time frame where this lime can sit in the soil. We could lime after we've seeded, but from what I've read in Farmer Magazine, we want to lime as soon as possible so it can start absorbing into the soil. So hopefully we can get back and get this done. Okay, we are back to the farm, and like I said, we are going to hire a helping hand to get this done, and we're just going to watch and see what they do. And if it makes it any easier on them by starting from scratch. So here we go. The helping hand has been hired. They are lowering. Are they just going to start right in the corner? This is, if he does start in the corner, he is not going to start in the corner. Okay. Okay, we don't know what's going on here, but we will watch and figure it out. Because I wanted him to start in the corner on the cultivating, but there's got to be some reason that I am just too new to figure out. But there's got to be some reason. But we're gonna get this field limed, and we're gonna get ready to seed.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To play, haters face the
So here we go. The field is limed. Now we got to park it, and good thing we got 10,000 because we literally needed 8,000 to get this field done. We better turn it off because we are just wasting sitting here. But we definitely are glad that we got cut the 10,000 because I'm going to need to go get more before our next harvest or our next lime, which should be all right. But I guess what I didn't think about is now I'm full of lime, and I need this for fertilizing, I think. But we can worry about that after we seed. We want to get some seed in the ground so we can start looking at least telling the bank, hey, we got money on the way. So we're going to park that, and we're going to park this over here. And because we're getting into... What are we getting into? Let's take a look at what we're getting into. I'm pretty sure we wanted to get into wheat. So let's take a look at that. And as we see here, wheat and barley are in September. Remember, we're only gonna be able to do one harvest a year off this field. So what is the pricing on that? The highest is January, but when do we harvest? We don't harvest until August. So we will literally have to hold our product for another complete year, and we don't have a silo. That'll be okay. Well, whatever we put it in the trailer, we'll get a trailer with a cover, and we can park the trailer for now with the wheat in the trailer. But we don't have anything to pick up the straw, so we'd have to look at straw bales as well. So we'd have to look at more equipment for that. That could get expensive, but we'll have to take a look at it because we would need the extra straw bales to make money on. We could probably sell loose straw too, if I'm being completely honest. So what is loose straw going for? There's hay there. Straw would probably be all the way down in the S's, if I imagine, if I know my alphabets properly. There is straw? Where's straw? Where's straw? There's straw there. Straw doesn't really fluctuate that much from 33 to 49, so that's not bad. So yeah, so we'll need something to at least collect the straw, and we'll see later if bales matter, between the difference between bales and loose straw, if that matters at all, just for transportation or in money value. Well, with that being said, September is time to seed, so we need to go get stuff to seed, and then when September hits, we'll be ready to go. With that being said, we know where we gotta go, right? We gotta go all the way back down to the trusty shop and pick up what we need. Okay, we have arrived at the shop, and we're gonna need what? We're gonna need something to seed or sow, and we're gonna need the seed to drop. So we need to go to a seeder planter. Do we want both? I imagine we want both, right? We want it to, no, because we don't need to plant anything. We just need to seed, right? Because I think planters are more for like rooted crops, we'll say. So we will just get the seeder, and we don't need anything too fancy, but 3 meters is probably not big enough. 4.5 meters, 4 meters. This is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. 6 meters. That's a lot of, and horsepower. My God. Okay, so the biggest we can go is 4.6 meters with 110 horse. So that looks like our Great Plains harvest starts here. Planter. Great Plains, solid stand. Okay. Hopefully this is ready to do the job, because we're going to put it through the work and put it to the test. Fertilizer distribution unit? Oh, yes. That might make life a little easier, no? $5,000, and now we have a fertilizer as well? How much fur does it hold, though? It looks like, because it goes from 12 to 18, it looks like it holds 500 liters of fertilizer. That's not going to be enough. We'll have to fill that up a couple of times, I imagine. We'll probably have to fill the seeder up a couple of times too, right? So 54,000. We are running out of money. So do we lease this is the thing. Do we lease it? And then after we're done seeding and fertilizing, do we end the lease? How much is the lease? The lease would be 2,700. Yes, we lease. We can't afford to buy right now. We cannot afford to buy. So we lease this. Hope that was the right option. We'll get 1,000 liters of seed right now, because I just don't know what we're going to require. And then we also need fertilizer. We will get a bag of fertilizer, and we will just see what it requires to do our field. Hopefully not much more than that, because that's going to be expensive to lay this field. We are running out of Benjamins fast. All right, back her up, and we'll pick up our unit here, fill up the seeder. Okay, will the seeder take the entire bag? It should take the entire bag, right? Yes, it takes the entire bag, 78%. So the seeder holds 1 bag. And then this is the question. I think it holds 500, and we got 1,000 fertilizer. So it won't hold the entire bag. It holds 530, yep, just like what I thought. Now we'll get this back to the farm, and we'll start planting and getting ready. Well, we can't plant yet. We got to just wait and get ready for September. Okay, we are back home, and I guess now kick back in the tractor, because we haven't got ourselves a home yet. We'll have to get ourselves a home eventually. I'm thinking about buying this land when I get some money, but we'll have to wait and see. Because if I buy this land, I clear cut the timber, and we can put a little garage to keep our stuff safe, and we can build a nice little home that we can hang out in, have a beer, maybe a barbecue, and just relax. But now it's time to wait until September. All right, so we did learn a little something real quick as we waited for September and hung out and relaxed and had a nap, is we should not have leased this piece of equipment until September. So that's something we did learn right away, is don't lease until you're ready to use, because we just paid a month's lease for something that we didn't really use and or need. So, it's all about the learning curves and learning experiences around here. But we did learn fast that we need to pay attention to when we lease things. But let's get this field seeded, as we are ready to put some wheat in the earth so we can start making some money on this farm and start thinking about expanding the enterprise, something I'm really excited for. And I hope you guys are going to be ready for the journey along the way. But let's start our first harvest. And oh, does this feel so good getting ready for that. Just putting some seed in the ground and getting ready for our first seed to get to our first harvest is what I meant, but let's get it.
Living every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break the keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, but you let it through. Enough to go insane, living in the dark hasn't treated you well. You're building your own prison cell. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Did I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends? We never met. Even if you pretend, am I in your debt? I don't owe you nothing. Don't say something you'll regret. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Hate, rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me.
Okay, so what have we learned here? So far, we've gone through picking our field and we've gone through cultivating the field, which, by the way, size matters when it comes to cultivating the field. I have come to realize. And then also, coming when it comes to liming the field, that it takes twice as much lime as it does seed, because we see here as our helping hand here, our helper finishes up the field. The worker we've hired, we used approximately 400 liters of fertilizer to do this field, and 600 liters of seed. So that's something good to keep in the back of my mind. Now that I know that, I can go pick up the rest of my fertilizer and I can fill this up with seed for the next harvest, but I don't really need to worry about that so much because, well, this is a lease. So we got to go back to the shop and we got to drop this lease off as our field is done and we're ready to move on past to this. But what a great day. What a great productive day getting this done, getting the field limed, fertilized, and seeded. Time to drop off our lease. And I was going to think about getting ready for harvest, but at this current time, from learning with the seeder and the planter, don't want to do that. We don't want to get the combine just yet and the header just yet, because we are looking at possibly having to lease that, and that's going to be rather expensive. So we'll unload fertilizer and our seed, and we will drop off the lease and take the tractor back home. But the first things first, we should make sure they're okay with this being here, just for the time being. Hopefully they can help out a just starting out farmer. We'll see what they think. Oh, she just gave me the wave. We're good. They're okay with leaving a couple of bags there, but we told her we'll make sure we get it out of here before the next plant. We won't buy any more seed until we get it out of here, and we won't store any more from here on out here, as they were kind enough to let us leave it here. Okay, so we know what we have, but what do we still need, right? Like, we own the cultivator, we own the limer, we own the tractor. But for us to continue building, we need to earn some money so we can start from the ground up, right? Like, we can't afford to buy a seeder if we need to put that money into a combine later, but we're gonna have to lease the combine and the head. Maybe we buy the trailer if we have enough money, and we put the trailer on the back of the tractor, and then we know from here we need to earn enough money to buy a combiner, a header, and a seeder. But for now, we're looking pretty good for just starting out. I think we got a bright future. It's just time to wait for next harvest, which it's going to be a long winter, because next harvest isn't until July. Sorry. Yeah, July is our next harvest, and then we won't be selling it until January. So we are still 16 months away from a paycheck. We're really gonna have to push these dollars that we got up, and we're gonna have to make sure we make this 160,000 last, because we got loans to pay, we got interest to pay. We don't have any leases currently, so we luck out there. But yeah, it's gonna be a long winter, guys, and I can't wait for harvest. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Remember, help a beginning farmer out, and throw in the comment section down below how we're doing or what we could improve. Thank you, guys. Till next time.